Welcome everyone to another episode of Dummies on the Hardwood, aka Backcourt Banner, aka another episode of Dummies on the Hardwood. How we doing, folks? How we doing, team?
Doing solid.
How you doing, Isaac?
If anything like Luca, sad.
Hey man, he didn't come with the Crocs today. Just so you guys know, Isaac has some Crocs on, some Dallas Mavs Crocs. Unfortunately, he can't show that for the team, but you know, hey, the Mavs stink. We'll just start off with that. But anyway, we'll start with something else. I know you're in a good mood, bro, so we're going to get you started on the right foot. 2025, fellas, 2025. Anyway, the thing I want to talk about a little bit for this episode is we want to talk about the matchup between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Boston Celtics, okay? They played today. Obviously, the Celtics lost 105-92 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. But, fellas, could we have a potential finals preview of both teams?
Yes.
Nope.
Okay, Bobby, you say yes. Isaac, you say no. We'll start with Bobby. What do you see? What you saw?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the stats in that game, you know, you had the Thunder's two main keys. And could you pull up the stats, Isaac, for the game? But you had SGA. I think he popped up for about 33 points today. And you had Jalen Williams, who, you know, he contributed as well. Also, too, you got to contribute the bench. The bench showed up. You know, as I'm looking at this Thunder team is pretty deep. I think they matched up well against the Celtics.
Matched up really well, Boston.
You know,
yes.
Pound for pound, you know, they really did match up well.
JB, Jaylen Brown had 21, Tatum had 26, Porzingis had 19, Derek White had 11. Then on the Thunder side, you had Lou Dort 14, Jalen Williams 10 points, 13 points, Jayson Wallace, 33 from SGA, 15 off the bench from Aaron Wiggins.
So it sounds like, you know, I take back what I said. SGA had a phenomenal game, you know, but the Thunder's bench second unit, you know, really outshined. J-Dub had an off game, 10 points. That's not like J-Dub. But, you know, the 15 points off the bench from Jayson Wallace, and I believe it was Aaron Wiggins, too. He contributed. You know, but also, too, I look, and what's the one thing that I mentioned to you this year about the death of the Boston Celtics?
3-point shooting.
3-point shooting. They shot 9 of 47, I believe.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown shot 16%. Porzingis shot 16%. Derek White shot 18%.
It was an off game.
Total. It was 9 out of 46 or 47 from three. And you lose by 13 points. It just validates what I've been saying all along. It's just that Boston relies too much on that three ball.
Okay, so I guess like I said, the question earlier is, you said this is a finals preview.
It's a finals preview.
Correct? Okay, so
I think they just match up well.
You think they match up well? Yeah, one thing I did see about between both these teams is, you know, and being a Celtic fan, I love my Celtics. It's just when I watch the Thunder, it's like watching a carbon copy of the Celtics. Literally. That's literally what they are. The Thunder have everything. They have defense, they have shooting, they have playmaking, they have it all. Right?
Yeah.
And they got a guard, a 6'6" point guard who can practically do it all. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So that's what makes it doubly lethal. Obviously, on the Celtics side, they got Jayson Tatum. Jayson Tatum's still working on his playmaking ability.
And you got 1A, 1B on both teams.
1A and 1B. You know, you got SGA and J-Dub. And on the other side, you can argue both ways. But for now, let's just go with JT and JB. You know what I mean? What you got?
I think the key is also, too, I think the key to the Thunder is Chet Holmgren. Healthy Chet Holmgren.
You really think Chet Holmgren is the key?
Chet Holmgren versus Kristaps Porzingis.
Hear me out on this one. I don't disagree with you with that. I say someone who's more valuable is Lou Dort. And the reason why I say Lou Dort is, as I was watching this game, in the fourth quarter, he drained, was it 2 threes or 3 threes, right, in the game in the fourth quarter. And he hit a big one that put the Thunder up 12 with 2.5 minutes left in the game. I think Lou Dort's defense and his 3-point shooting are going to be integral for the Thunder, because without that 3-point shooting, without that defense, the Thunder wouldn't be where they're at. You know what I mean? He kind of reminds me, I wouldn't say him and Derek White are very similar. Obviously, Lou Dort brings that physicality, but they're both defensive-minded guards. Lou Dort, if he just keeps that 3 ball on a consistent rate, I think they're gonna win some. They have a legit chance to win the title. I would not be surprised. Obviously, Isaac, you said they're not. Tell me to explain your rationale.
Just to point this out, that's their 15th straight win. OKC. I mean, Boston.
That's remarkable. That's amazing.
Seems like they're an up and down roller coaster. I wouldn't be surprised if they get eliminated by maybe Cleveland, possibly. That's highly unlikely unless something happens. The Thunder, they haven't really beaten anyone in the playoffs. I mean, they're still young. I would give them maybe one more year, not disrespecting them.
Okay.
And I feel they still need one more playmaker. I feel they still need one more playmaker.
It's so funny because I actually somewhat agree with Isaac on this, and this is what I've been saying this whole time. I feel like like I said, the Celtics and Thunder are carbon copies of each other, right? Obviously, the Celtics had those heartbreaking losses. They had to go through those heartbreaking losses against Cleveland, against Philly, against Milwaukee, and Miami when they got booted out in the 2023 Eastern Conference Finals. The Thunder, they lost the second round to the Mavericks, right? And granted, the Mavericks have this is what I said. The Mavericks have experience over the Thunder with Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. And, nobody on that Thunder team has never been to the finals. No one. Now you got Alex Caruso, who has been to the finals, and he can bring that defensive intensity. Right? So, yes, I do agree with Isaac to an extent. If the Thunder beat a team in the playoffs, or they make it farther than just the second round, then they'll have my respect as one of the top teams. But for now, I'm going to put that on hold. I still think...
And the reason why I'm taking the Thunder is because I look out west and you could say... Yeah, the Thunder's the top team, but who else is there? Who else out west is on the second best team? You can argue Memphis.
You can argue Houston.
You can argue Houston. You can argue those teams.
Houston's fake.
But the bottom line is just that clear cut out west, it's the Thunder. Easily.
On paper.
Clear cut out east right now, Cleveland.
On paper, yeah, I would agree.
Cleveland. On paper.
I would agree with you on that one.
So I'm taking the Thunder just because I like the addition of Alex Caruso. You needed somebody who's got that veteran experience, who's been to the finals and knows what it takes to win. You add him, a key piece, and you also add Isaiah Hartenstein. The Thunder still rank in the bottom third in rebounds, so that's an area that I think will kill them. But adding Isaiah Hartenstein, I think, will help alleviate some of that. But I just think that they match up so well with Boston, and they do.
The defense, that defense in the fourth quarter was stifling. I think they held Boston like 10 or 12 points.
Right, and you have multiple players that can guard the perimeter. You have Lou Dort and you have Alex Caruso, and you could use J-Dub too.
But my thing is, I would take Boston over Thunder over... I believe in Boston more offensively. They have Sam Hauser and they have Peyton Pritchard. Aaron Wiggins isn't going to go off for 15 points.
Yeah,
Lou Dort's shot isn't always going to drop, unfortunately.
I agree.
And after that, who else scored? No one else.
Casey Wallace.
It was a team effort.
Casey Wallace is inconsistent as well.
And that's why I said Chet Holmgren is the key. Because they need that punch.
If you recall last year when they went to the playoffs, he really struggled with the shot.
Yeah.
All his things went down. All his
learning experience.
efficiency.
It's a learning experience.
Those nerves definitely hit when he.
I mean, we're not even sure if he's coming back. That's another thing. We don't know if he's coming back. That's a big if because it's a hip injury. So we don't even know if the Thunder will be at full health.
Did they say it's like a month and a half, 2 months?
It's like 3 months.
3 months? Yeah, he's going to be out for a little while. And that's the issue with Chet Holmgren is like his injury history now. You know what I mean? Obviously, it sucks that he got injured with that foot injury his rookie year. Yes, but like I said, I do think that the Celtics and Thunder, if all things work well, if it's on paper, it would be a really interesting finals preview, right? Because watching this game, they were dogfighting, for the first 2-3 quarters. The Celtics were outpacing them, and you could see the experience with Boston coming in. But again, what killed Boston was their 3-ball shooting only 17% is not going to help. It's not going to win games.
Right.
It's been a known fact, and I'm not going to deny that. But at the same time, that experience, right, with JB looked a little erratic at times, right? You can tell he's trying to do a little too much.
Yeah.
but JT's composure, that team staying composed. At the end of the day, today was just a preview. The Thunder came out victorious, and it was a great win for them. I do agree. But, you can see that the Celtics, I think, like what Isaac was saying, the Celtics bring more to the table offensively.
It was back in November 10th. They said they would provide an update in about 8 to 10 weeks, not season ending, but he won't return his to play process until early January at the earliest.
That's the earliest. That's early. We're January 6th.
We're early January.
And here's the thing, you have to re-implement Chet Holmgren because Hartenstein's gotten comfortable. Now you guys are going to have to reintegrate Chet Holmgren.
I agree. There are some nuances. There are some things that the Thunder are going to have to work out. But I still believe that the Thunder will make a threat will be a threat to Boston. And I still, if I'm being honest, if I'm taking the Thunder and Celtics right now, I'm just going to be real. I'm going to take the Thunder. I like the Thunder's man. I like the Thunder in a 7. I mean, we'll see in a 7-game series.
I don't know about that.
I'd have to take Boston, man.
Experience proves
Boston
triumph,
experience. Man. JT, JB, postseason JB. Scary thing.
I agree.
It's a real thing.
Look, I'm not denying that. All I'm saying is, it's just with the track record of Boston, my issue with Boston is they play too lax against their opponent. And my thing is, when they play against lower tier teams, like when they played Philadelphia on Christmas Day, what happened? They play down to their opponent. And that's the one thing that is going to kill Boston. Because if you play down to the Oklahoma City Thunder, if Boston does that, Thunder's going to whoop their ass every single day of the week.
My retort to you, the OKC don't have a record, unfortunately.
I get it.
But here's the thing: when playoff basketball starts, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah,
it's not going to be this fast-paced regular season ball that we're seeing. It's going to be slow, methodical defense. Really, Lou Dort, his shot's going to have to fall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I believe more in JT and JB, Porzingis. No one can match up with Porzingis.
And the thing is like, realistically speaking, like in the playoffs, to Isaac's point, you can't have an off game. You cannot. Look at Paul George. When he disappeared for the Clippers, what happened? They lost the series. Is that surprising? No. But at the end of the day, players have to show up. Superstars have to show up. And role players and supporting players have to show up. They have to stay in their own lane. And they have to be able to help their team win.
And my other argument to this is, Jayson Tatum and Drew Holiday are coming off an offseason where they played a full year's worth of basketball. Do you really think, realistically, at Drew Holiday's age, come playoff time in June, you're playing a year's worth of basketball, and you're going to be playing a young and fresh Thunder
team? Do you think he's thinking that?
He's not thinking that. But I'm just saying, I just personally think that the fatigue will get to them.
You do understand. Drew Holiday doesn't have to play two ways of the ball. He just has to play defense. Shai has to play both ways. If his shot isn't falling, he takes a lot of mid-range. The Celtics are good at taking away mid-range and three-pointers. He's going to struggle, and then if J-Dub struggles, who's going to get them out of that rut?
Chet Holmgren.
It's what I've been saying.
All right, okay.
Whoa. We'll see what Chet Holmgren.
Okay. We'll revisit that, but continue, Benny.
Exactly. All I'm saying is like when the playoffs come, the lights show out. And I'm not going to. Here's what I'm saying. I'm not going to discredit SGA not showing up because this man's going to show up. Right? I'm worried about everybody else.
But the better question is, who else?
Who else is going to show up?
Yep. I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
I know J-Dub can show up, but will he? That is the big problem.
That's what I'm saying about Chet Holmgren.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, keep in mind who did he play in the playoffs last year?
Hey, who did he play?
Look,
all I'm saying
answer the question.
It's just a simple question. Who did he play?
All I'm saying is Jalen Williams and Chet. I'm not disagreeing with you guys.
We're just asking, who did he play?
He played the Pelicans in the first round.
He played what? Larry Nance Jr.?
Of course you gotta eat that, bro.
I get that.
You go eat that.
I get that.
Come on, man.
I get that. All I'm saying is I like the Thunder's chances. I really do.
And we're not saying we don't.
I'm not disagreeing.
I'm not disagreeing with you guys
you're
either.
Saying Chet Holmgren is your third best option?
Yeah, he's your third best option. On a Thunder team, name me another better option on the Thunder team.
There's no other better option, but he's unproven. If we go based off last year, he was terrible.
In the playoffs, he didn't show up.
But realistically speaking, he's your third best option.
I agree. Realistically,
we agree, but we're saying
I'm just saying.
He's like a B- of third options.
I get what I get it. I get it. I get it. Experience versus the Thunder's unproven track record. I get it. I'm still taking OKC.
That's fine. You can take.
I'm still taking OKC.
You can take him.
I'm still taking all those veterans. Xavier Tillman.
I'm taking the experience.
Hey,
dude,
man. Chet Holmgren is skinny. You just need to put someone heavier on him.
Kristaps Porzingis is skinny too.
No, okay.
But he's proven. He's proven. That's the thing. He's proven.
Okay. How many years has Porzingis been in the league, Benny?
It's like 7-8 years now.
How many years has Chet been in the league?
Like 2-3.
2-3.
Okay, so there's levels to this, Bobby. So
I'm still taking OKC. I'm still taking
it's
OKC.
Fine. And you're obligated to your opinion.
You're good.
Saying,
you're good. But like
we gotta see both sides of the coin.
I see both sides.
And I agree. I see both
not
sides.
with the Chet Holmgren thing, but okay.
Yeah, I mean I'm a little skeptical on that one, but okay.
I mean SGA could shoot all the mid range he's got. Lou Dort got to show up. J Dub got to show up.
And Lou Dort didn't show up last year in the playoffs. Just keep that in mind.
He struggled a lot against us.
And
Fans
against the Mavs.
Fans. Thunder, Celtics, 7-game series. Who you taking? Why? Leave your comments in the comment section below. And I'm taking Thunder in 7.
I'm taking Celtics in 6.
I would have to take the Celtics. What? Offense. I trust Boston's offense.
Isaac, you could drill this into me all you want, dude. I hear what you're saying. I'm still going to take OKC.
I'm just telling you.
I'm still taking OKC.
What is the offense
I'm
of
still
OKC?
taking OKC.
Just answer me that.
I'm still taking OKC.
Plan? Benny, what's their offense plan?
I'm still taking OKC.
Give the ball to SGA. Roll on the pick and roll.
I'm still taking OKC.
What's Boston's offensive plan?
Bro, at least they got four spaces.
1, 2, 3,
You're failing
4,
at
5.
convincing me, Isaac, because I've already said I'm taking OKC.
I'm just stating the facts as to why.
OKC.
I'm just stating the facts, man. I'm not going to try and argue with you.
You're trying to argue with me, dude. I just said.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm just stating the facts.
Am I arguing with them? Am I arguing with them?
No, there's no arguing. I'm just saying.
I get what you guys are saying.
Dude, why are you raising your voice then?
Why are you raising your voice at me?
This is my voice,
this
man.
This shit's good, bro. This shit's
I'm
good,
just
man.
stating the facts, man.
This is good, bro.
That's all.
You're trying to convince me and it's not working. I'm just telling you, and I'm just telling you too. I disagree with you.
Okay, I'm just telling you.
I'm just disagreeing with you.
Educating you. That's all.
But you're trying to spit facts at me when I'm telling you I disagree with you.
I'm just leaving you food for thought. That's all I'm telling you
right now, bro.
You're trying to spit facts. You're trying to spit facts, and I've already said I disagree with you.
I'm just giving you facts.
Thunder and 7.
That's all.
You guys are funny, man. That was funny. Anyway, fans, Celtics Thunder. Who you got? Finals preview. Any closing thoughts, gentlemen?
Nope.
What you got?
No. I don't want to argue with him.
Yeah, because Isaac's trying to convince me after I told him 5 times that I'm taking OKC. Any food for thought that you give me, I'm just going to throw that food in the trash.
That's all.
Any food for thought you give me, I'm throwing in the trash and I'm taking it to the dumpster.
Give it to the homeless people,
and I'm going burn it.
You be looking homeless, man.
And I'm going burn it.
Anyway, thank you for the support. 2025 is going to be the year. Have a good night, everyone.